Have you ever felt like giving up on your online business because it feels like you're putting in all this time and seeing no results? Well, you're not alone. What if I told you that this struggle, the frustration and the self-doubt is actually a good thing? It's a good sign. In this video, I'm going to reveal why the toughest part of your journey, what Seth Godin calls the dip, is the key to staying motivated, pushing through challenges, and ultimately achieving success as an online entrepreneur or a YouTuber. Let's get to it. So what is the dip? Well, according to Seth Godin, the dip is that difficult phase you encounter after the initial excitement and starting something new, whether it's a new business or a side hustle or starting a YouTube channel or even learning a new skill. You start with enthusiasm and you have momentum and you're like, yes, this is going to be great. But then eventually you hit that long, challenging stretch where progress feels slow, self-doubt creeps in, and you begin to re-examine your life choices. You know those moments. You know what I'm talking about. Like, why am I even here? What is the meaning of life? What the hell am I doing with my life? So this is the critical moment when most people think about giving up. But here's the key. The dip isn't a sign of failure. It's actually proof that you're on the right path. It's the natural filter that separates those who truly want to succeed from those who only think they want to succeed. So for those people, it would be a nice to have, and they would only pursue it when it's easy. We've all been there. We've all had our moments. But the dip is what separates those who deserve to succeed from those who don't. And this might sound harsh, but it's actually true. And every one of us, at one time or another, we will be filtered out from doing something that we're just not ready for. And that is why most lottery winners will end up broke, worse off than they were before they won. Some estimates are that as high as 70% of lottery winners end up in bankruptcy court. So why is that? Well, the dip is crucial for preparing you for success. Then what happens when you obtain instant success without being prepared for it? You will eventually lose it, or you never learn to value it enough to hold on to it. So remember, the dip is your friend. Recognize it and embrace it. So the dip is your audition for life and for the life of your business and preparing you for your business. It's there to prepare you for what is to come, for your success. So for example, building an online business or building a YouTube channel might mean months or even years of creating content, learning and refining new skills, and learning from failures before you see any significant results. This phase is where you develop the expertise, the resilience, and the systems necessary to sustain success once you achieve it. It's one thing to achieve success, but it's a different thing entirely to hold on to it, to maintain it for the long haul. So how do you keep going when the road gets tough? Here are 3 lessons from the dip and from my own experience as an online entrepreneur for over 16 years. Feel the dip calling. So your motivation can't just come from external rewards like earning money or recognition. Those things are great, but they're not enough to carry you through the rough times, to carry you through the dip. You need to feel a deep internal calling that tells you this is what I'm meant to do. If you don't feel that drive, it might be a sign to reevaluate your path. But if you do, then hold on to it. That internal drive is what will carry you through the dip. You want to focus on small wins. Progress during the dip is often slow, small, and something that nobody else will notice, but you will. So you want to celebrate every little improvement, whether it's a slightly better video, a clearer blog post, or one new lead, because over time, those tiny gains compound into big results. So you may not know this, but I started this YouTube channel in July of last year. And I remember after uploading 5 videos, I had 0 subscribers and 0 views. Actually, 1 view. But that was me checking to make sure the video was actually public because I could not believe I did not get even 1 view or 1 subscriber. Ouch. But I kept going. And after my 8th video, I got 10 views and 4 subscribers. And that was a moment to celebrate. No one else knew and no one else cared. And in the grand scheme of things, that is a drop in the bucket. but it was a small win for me and a validation that I'm heading in the right direction. So I'll take it. And I did celebrate. Embracing the long game. Success takes time. Most things worth having will take time to acquire. Mastery of anything takes time. So don't underestimate how long it may take you to get really good at something. So instead of focusing on instant gratification, think about how the work you're doing now will pay off in the long run. Enjoy the process and enjoy the journey. So the dip is what ensures you're ready and prepared to maintain the success when you actually get there. So when to quit versus when to push through. Now, not every challenge is worth pushing through. And in the book, Seth Godin emphasizes the importance of quitting strategically. So here are some questions that you need to ask yourself to help you decide whether you should push through or whether you should quit. Do you feel deeply called to do this work? If yes, then keep going, don't quit. Are you stuck in a cul-de-sac? You're just not feeling it. It feels like you're just going through the motion. Well, if this is the case, then you may be at a dead end. And this may be a sign that it is time to quit. So it may be true that you're at a dead end without any way forward, or you may be in a dip, which is a temporary challenge. So if you're in a cul-de-sac, then it may be worth quitting, while a dip is worth enduring. So ask yourself, would quitting free up time for a better opportunity? If so, it might be the right choice to do so. It is important to know that winners quit all the time, but they quit the wrong things to focus on the right ones. It takes conscious effort and experience to distinguish between the two. Am I in a cul-de-sac or am I in the dip? But I suggest you carefully examine your motivations for wanting to push through or wanting to quit. And as a rule, ask yourself the questions we went over before making a decision. So here are some practical steps to navigate the dip. 1. Write a quitting contract. So before you start, list the challenges you're likely to face and then set clear boundaries for when you might quit. So for example, I'll create and upload 100 YouTube videos in a year. And if I absolutely hate it after that, I'll reevaluate whether I'm in the dip or cul-de-sac. So more than likely, if a year goes by and you posted 100 YouTube videos and you still absolutely hate it, then this is a clear sign that you are in a cul-de-sac and should probably quit and do something else. And if that's the case, that's okay. We quit things all the time. So your quitting contract is there to keep you from making emotional decisions in the tough moments. But after giving yourself the time frame, then you can more objectively and retrospectively evaluate the situation and make a decision whether you're in a cul-de-sac or the dip. If you're in a dip, you want to push through. Number 2, surround yourself with like-minded people. So being an online entrepreneur can be lonely. You want to find a community of people that have similar goals and challenges that you have. You want to share your experiences, celebrate each other's wins, and learn from each other. So this will help you through the dip, especially if you know that you're not alone and others are either going through the dip with you or have made it through the other side. Number 3, invest in your skills. Use the dip to double down on learning. Take courses. You want to find mentors and refine your craft. This is the time to become the best at what you do. This is the time to become the best version of yourself. So let's take a visual look at the dip so you will be able to recognize it when you're in it. So the start off curve right here is great. And you're all excited. The initial high and momentum will get you over the first small bump. But then you quickly slide down on your ass into the dip. From within the dip, looking up at the desired success, it will seem insurmountable. This is where self-doubt, frustration, and overwhelm can set in. This is where most people give up, abandon their dreams, and go look for something else that they think may be easier, not realizing that there are no shortcuts, no hacks, and no way around the dip. You have to go through the dip. The only way out is up. And so you stick with it, you learn from it, you develop the skills and resilience and resolve to succeed. And slowly you'll begin to make your way up and out of the dip. You'll be fully prepared for what is to come next, fully ready to reap the fruits of your labor. And because you went through the dip, you are prepared. You did it. The dip is an unavoidable part of the journey for every entrepreneur, but it's not there to stop you. It's there to prepare you. If you're willing to push through, the rewards on the other side will be worth it. So stay the course, Embrace the process, and remember, progress may be slow, but it's still progress, and you want to continue to push through the dip. So, I hope you found this encouraging and inspirational. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did in making it, then give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know in the comment section if you think you're in a dip right now, and if so, what are you planning to do to push through? If you want to learn how you can launch your very own profitable online business and join a community of like-minded online entrepreneurs, then check the link in the description below for more details. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Talk soon.